This last module, honoring and deepening our place in nature, the face of the divine. Many people tell me they experience the great mystery, God by many names, most clearly in nature, in its myriad forms. Let's close our eyes for a moment and picture one of the beauties of nature we have loved. Think of a peaceful place where we have felt closest to ourselves. Surprisingly, most of us haven't thought of it, but we are nature too. In our busy lives, it's not uncommon for us to forget that we are actually animals. We are as much a part of the animal kingdom as the bears and rabbits, the fish and birds, the antelopes and the elephants. Looking deeper, we are of the earth. We are cells of her body. The earth suffers when we think we are separate, and so do we. We are all nature, and as the human part of nature, I believe that we are also one. We can think of ourselves as cells of the being called humanity. When we see ourselves as one, we will cease warring against ourselves. When we see ourselves as one, compassion and love become our natural response to one another, whether we speak different languages or have different cultures. When we see our similarities rather than our differences, we will want to know each other, help each other live well, and resolve any problems that arise among us quickly and in peace. If we truly realize that the divine lives in the human family and all of nature, we will naturally treat everyone with respect and even reverence. Let's gaze upon the ocean. Let's look at a tall old palm tree swaying in the wind. Let's watch the great blue heron standing regally in the marsh. Each of them is nature. Each has its own individual beauty and personality. We too are nature, infused with the divine. Let us stand and claim the presence of God in all things. Let us walk with dignity on the earth. We also have a deep responsibility. Through our hands, the divine touches those in need. As we explored earlier, each of us is the hands of life. May we humbly ask, where can I be of assistance today? Let's inquire into our bond with nature. As our thinking about it and feeling about it, how our heart responds to ourselves as nature, our perception expands, and we may feel we belong on and to the earth as never before. We take our natural place on the planet and feel more at home here. It's not an uncommon illusion, however, for us to think nature is beautiful and we are not. We look at a sunset, a windswept grassland, a gnarled tree, and we see beauty. When we assume we are separate from nature, we miss an essential truth. We are as beautiful and awe-inspiring as anything else in the natural world. The same glory resides in us that lives in the rest of nature. Maybe it's easier to imagine ourselves as a scarred and gnarled tree than the ocean or a windswept grassland. The tree has reached for the sun, healed over wounds, welcomed birds. We love the tree for its unique character. We hug it. We wish it could speak and tell us what it has learned. Let's look for the same gentle light in ourselves and each other. Let's see ourselves as we actually are, not as beings deficient in some way. May we acknowledge our beauty and our belonging here and now. Let us take our place among the listeners who may hear what can be done now in the direction of new life for us all. I believe we are each being invited to live with reverence. We have our place and fit perfectly into the natural world. From Max Ehrmann's Desiderata, you are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. We may feel like we don't fit where we've landed on the earth, and we yearn to establish that connection with ourselves and with nature. Reverence creates that link back, and the natural result is that gratitude and peace arise in us. May we deepen our relationship with nature. And here's a gentle practice which may remind us how much we belong to and in nature. May we create a nature mandala. Let's go into a quiet place in nature. As we go, let's collect seeds, feathers, leaves, flowers, shells, anything that catches our eye. Let's sit down in the quiet place we choose and build a mandala around ourselves with the treasures we have collected along the way. A mandala's circular form represents the universe. We sit in the middle and build the mandala all around ourselves. When we have placed all the natural treasures we have brought, let's close our eyes and ask nature to bring peace. Let's be where we are. When we feel complete, let's choose one thing we have brought to take home as a talisman of our experience. May we carefully stand and step out of the mandala, leaving it to nature's whim. May we say thank you before walking on. Since we are part of nature, we are each wild at the core. Everything and everyone in our culture conspires to tame us. The toll of noise and visual pollution is great. How can we reconnect with the wild? Walking into nature leads us back to the wild in ourselves, hearing the sounds of winds in the leaves, breathing the scents of the woodland, watching water lap against the shore of the lake. All of these bind us back to our true nature. I believe we wouldn't be here if we weren't exactly what the world needs. Our world needs all of us working together for good. The world is our family, and we can band together, hold fast to truth, do whatever is called for to move the earth toward harmony and health. The world is our neighborhood, and I believe we're responsible for the quality of life where we live. I wonder what could bring peace, and I remember peace begins with me. If we take care of our world, the one within we live each day, treat ourselves and everyone we meet with kindness, look where we can pour more love into the stream of life, then I believe we are doing what we came here to do. When we keep our eyes open to the prompting of the great mystery, we may find ourselves dedicating ourselves to a career solving the problems of global warming or dishing up soup at a homeless shelter. When we stay awake to life and appreciate everything and everyone we see, that appreciation zings back and forth between us and what we behold. As we ourselves become our beloved, as our beloved partner comes into our lives, so the earth becomes more deeply our beloved as we look. Let's imagine ourselves looking back on the blue and green jewel of earth from space. We may have the feeling that we are joined with every other heart on this planet. We are one, adoring, and to be adored, after all. Finally, may I ask, can we see? When we open our awareness to the richness of life, peace flows in. When I look, what I see is that all is gift, that there is no limit to the gifts that are being given this instant and every instant to each of us. Grace cavorts, sprouts and grows, throws itself in rapturous outpourings on us in every moment. Can we see? We are invited to the feast. We are seated at the feast, enjoying the gifts of the lavish lover. A tiny shift of perception, and we may see that everything happens at the right time, the divine time. If we awaken now, it is the right time. Our only certainty that what we are contemplating here is true lies in our hearts. We may find that we feel alive and happy when we use our eyes to see life in this way. Every rock we turn over has mystery under it. The mystery calls out from the heart of every flower and every sunset. Perhaps in the end we must realize that we know nothing really. If this is so, what can we do then? Maybe we can only cease to resist goodness. Maybe we can at last relax. May I invite us to wish for ourselves and for each other that we fall so deeply in love with life that we are awash with the mystery. If we begin to notice what's good about life, everything changes. We may start to notice harmony everywhere. If we attend to beauty, we may find ourselves living in peace. If we open our eyes to see what's right, we may see the right more and more. If we focus on the beauty that surrounds us, we may see beauty everywhere, in ourselves, in our beloved partner, in our fellows, in this amazing earth which is our home in the universe. As we end our Great Love Now course, my heart's deepest wish is that we may each love ourselves with all our heart, mind, body, and soul, and that if it's meant to be, we will share that love with a beloved partner. And our circle expands with family, friends, everyone we share this beautiful planet with. If you haven't already, please be sure to download the Great Love Now Practice Playbook, which includes all of the practices here, plus more from the book, Great Love in the 21st Century, A Path to Intimacy. And again, I do recommend that you have a copy of the book, since you will find there much more than could be offered in the course. And very finally, all my love to each and all of us.